Hello. Sorry, just practicing. So the bit that resonated for us, I think, from our discussion before and then watching Feldenkrais was the idea of a good posture being one that allows you to be available to move in a range of different directions. So so that you're not sort of stuck one way or another, and it's sustainable over time. And then we had another point.
Yeah.
The difference.
It's more just fascination to do with emotional poise as such. So yeah, just, how we said the sticky beak would, we could all kind of interpret the sticky beak. And another example was the phys ed teacher who kind of like has his arms crossed under, like propping his chest up and doesn't seem to like, so like how the emotions have a part to do with particular, postures, that's just out of no point kind of fascination.
But then the idea that good posture would allow you to move in any direction, but it also had a sense of emotional, like you could go in any direction emotionally too.
Somebody else want the orange box? Chuck it over. Oh, so good.
Yeah, good Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck.
We were sort of, we'd also mentioned that the, good posture being linked with the ability to be available to move, but we'd also mentioned the ease with which you could move, at which I didn't pick up particularly that he was emphasising the ease of movement rather just the ability to move. And whether or not the jump test or whatever the test, can you move in this configuration of posture is, how you can test the subtle variations like what we're doing. You can't really test with the jump test. You would have to be, what the test is there for good posture is much harder because it's, so much more subtle. It's easy to get rid of the crummy postures, belly sticking out or something, but what's good in a more subtle way would be harder to, he didn't really elaborate on, I didn't.
I was just thinking, Linda, in terms of that more subtle test as opposed to the getting ready to jump. I did a course a couple of years ago where we were analysing each other's posture, and I always get dragged over the coals for my posture because I have some bad habits. But it was interesting comparing my posture when I was standing compared to when I was standing on one leg, and how I instantly rearranged myself without thinking when I was standing on one leg to be more efficient and sustainable. I guess it's just a position that potentially demands more of your system, so you need to be better at organised in preparation for the different kind of movements. Oh yeah, we were talking about how good posture can be very concerned with cultural concepts and constructs of what is acceptable. And I was telling my group about a lady who I saw, an elderly lady who had gone out to see, and she'd been seen by a different physio before me who was horrified at the way that she went up the stairs and was saying, she's got to move her bedroom downstairs. It's not, it's really not safe for her to be going upstairs, because when she went to go upstairs, she walked to the bottom of the stairs and then she leaned forward, put her hands down and went up like this. And when I saw her do that, I thought, that's really fantastic. She's doing it really safely. She's got great stability and control to be able to do that. She can get up at the other end absolutely fine. What's the issue? But you know, it can be confronting for people to see what they deem to be unacceptable or inappropriate or unsafe.
Don't ask that question. The question subtly was whispered in the background. How did she come downstairs?
I don't know if I say I think or we talk or not. Thinking about the posture also in related from the context and how efficient is that posture for that context and also for the moment. I was thinking about the actors when you must to interpret a chapter, a part, and you must to work with some emotions and something like that, and you need to change all your posture to be in that part and also get out. to have the plasticity to get out and to get in, and also in life we role parts as human beings, to suffer or to living, or we are happy and then fixed in one habit or in one way. We can get in and we can get out.
So what I'm hearing is different takes on what posture is. And, you know, that's the only sensible approach. In that video, in his mind, he's addressing what he considers to be one particular take, the biology of posture. That's why most of his stuff was about survival. Did you notice? Yeah. Survival, survival, survival. Now, of course, coming from his background, yeah, I understand, you know, Holocausts, Nazi invasions, Arab, Palestinian, Israeli conflicts. I kind of get it. But I've heard emotional takes on posture. I've heard cultural takes on posture, biological, functional. What does a particular posture standing allow you to do in terms of tasks? So you can see that as you change what the sun is, that the question's revolving around, the question changes, the answer changes. Yes, that's important. That kind of relative thinking, rather than one answer that's global for everything. That's at the heart of this method. Yeah, it really is. So good stuff. Anything else? One more before we finish? Going. So, okay. Please stand up.